Before beginning today's video, I'd like to thank the donators to the channel, Ricky, Chiron, Dex Kodex, Suicidal Bear, Nazo, as well as Afik. Thank you so much for donating during my streams or through my Buy Me a Coffee page. And I also like to thank the below members of the channel, and I would like to welcome Nathan to become the new members of the channel. Thank you so much as well, guys. Kanna is Kang's older sister and she loves her little brother very much. Usually, Kanna is in her tiger form and she's one of the rarest white tiger anthropomorphs amongst the already rare white tiger species. She usually transforms certain body parts into the tiger, and she used to stay in the tiger form, but she fell in love with using human objects after coming to Heavenhold. Therefore, she now stays in her human form most of the time. So she's a super rare, powerful white tiger druid. However, is she worthy of your investment? Let us find out together in today's video on how worthy is Druid Kanna Potentially. As mentioned earlier, Kanna loves her little brother and she follows him to the Heavenhold and observes him from a distance in order to help with his personal growth. She also loves animals and plants. However, despite her love for them, all animals are afraid of her and the plant she raises up ended up wilting. So she severely injured a cute puppy by accident in the past from her petting because she has some crazy grip strength. She calls herself a druid because of her ability to tame predators. No matter how ferocious the opponent is, a loving and powerful embrace from Kanna will turn them all into gentle lambs. Everyone can tell that Kanna's strength is what makes the predator submit. However, they do not question her druid status due to her ability to transform to and fro between her semi-tiger form as well as her human form. Kanna is ranked 4th in terms of attack, 31st in terms of HP, and 12th in terms of defense. She also has a 5% crit hit chance amongst all the other level 83 characters. Her body buff is basic attack plus 50%, with a skill damage plus 8% as well as a 1% HP recovery on enemy kill. So based on her party buff, we can tell that she's sort of fixed into the basic elemental archetype. So if you want to build her or if you want to build around her, you need to have basic heroes in order to maximize the party buff from her. Her normal attack is Whoosh Whoosh Broom. So this normal attack allows her to swing a staff to inflict damage to the enemies. So this staff is relatively slow. It deals a small AoE damage. You can't really pass through walls nor terrains. And most of the time, Kanna will want to remain in her secondary ability, which is known as Fluffy Soft. So Fluffy Soft transform, take note, hyphen, transforms her into a tiger on all fours for 5 seconds. And her normal attack will apply a tiger emblem on the enemies for 6 seconds, reducing their defense by 5%. So you can stack this effect up to 4 times, effectively reducing 20% of your enemy's defense. Note that in order to maximize her Fluffy Soft's ability, you will need her exclusive weapon in order to increase the Fluffy Soft duration, as well as have her special ability activated, which decreases the damage taken by 30% while she's in that form and increases her movement speed by 20%. So that's why I mentioned that you want to remain in the tiger form for as long as possible. Her chain skill is known as Grr, which charges swiftly at the target and scratches them for 360% DPS damage. At the same time, it also increases all allies' basic attack by 30% for 5 seconds. So one cute thing about the naming of her skill is the amount of exclamation mark on the skill itself. So her naming of a skill is just a random thing that I noticed, so that's that minor stuff. Her exclusive weapon is known as Mind Snap. So it increases her survivability in terms of increasing her HP as well as defense, and also increases her damage output by increasing the crit hit chance by 5% and providing a basic attack. So the ability of the weapon further increases her Fluffy Soft duration. So if you have her EX weapon equipped, the duration of Fluffy Soft is around 7 seconds and the cooldown is 9 seconds. So you only have a 2-second downtime on her Fluffy Soft secondary ability. At the same time, on hit, it deals additional 40% DPS damage with a 30% chance, so further increases her DPS. And her weapon skill, Footstamp, deals 270% DPS with a 8.5 second cooldown. So this weapon skill usually require 2 to 3 weapon skill to fully crowd control your enemy. So if your enemies are not moving, probably 2 weapon skill, and if your enemies are moving, probably 3 weapon skill. So it's a really quick pounce, and I really love this weapon skill because you can pounce and leap out very quickly. In terms of Colosseum performance, I don't really see Kanna running around, and it's pretty easy to understand because one, basic teams are weak to Noxia, and there's a lot of Noxia within Colosseum. And if you do want to use a basic team, Eva will probably be the better basic buffer compared to Kanna because Eva is range. Eva is able to deal damage and heal at the same time and provide a buff for your whole team, so overall better utility. And the next reason is because Kanna is melee, whereas Eva is range. So Kanna is gonna suffer a lot against range units, especially Kamel, because you crowd around him and then Kamel can just drain the life out of you. So that's the issue for Kanna, and she's probably not a good choice for Colosseum when she's initially released. As for the arena side, I think Kanna is a superb basic unit. She's super fast, she chains really easily, and she's able to do a lot of burst damage. And the fact that she has a defense threat makes her a really good unit in arena in general, because any unit with defense threat such as Lilith, such as Tinia, such as Kamel, they're just really good in a 1v1 setting. So that includes Kanna as well, and she's definitely a S tier unit because she's flexible, she's quick, she's fast, she deals damage. However, she probably won't go higher than S tier for myself due to the fact that her party buff limits her to basic teams. Mono basic team with the likes of Sohi, Arena as well as Kanna is super strong and super solid. However, you have your fair amount of counters in the dark units such as Lilith, such as Noxia, such as Beth. Those are units which are really hard to deal against, and you're going to see a lot of them. And you can't really put Kanna into any other teams except for a basic team, so that's why her versatility kinda dwindled for me. So I'll follow up the video with some arena showcase with Kanna from my previous video as well as my personal experience running her within the KR arena. Let's go. Now moving towards the PvE discussion. So Kanna I think is a solid S tier unit because of attack buff, defense debuff, as well as a ton of cuteness mixed together. However, I won't give her a higher rating due to the fact that she have to build around basic teams. So you can put her in basic melee, basic range for your guild race, it'll both work. But I think she's way stronger in the basic range right now from what I heard, because Nari's range defense debuff actually stacks with her. So that's something to actually take note of. And in most scenarios where she's AI controlled, she still functions pretty well as a debuffer because she has a fluffy soft ability which provides her with the damage reduction. So she's okay, but probably not a good AI controlled unit in most scenarios. Probably not a top tier unit that comes to your mind immediately. Below are some reasons to pull or invest in Druid Kanna. So how worthy is Kanna Potentially? She's a solid S tier unit and she's probably a good unit to have if you can play around the fact that you are sticking to the basic element in terms of team building. So she's slightly niche in that aspect, but she's overall a good unit. She also has the tools of most meta heroes, right? Movement speed boost, damage reduction, defense debuff, and she's definitely a unit that will last for quite a while due to all these kits built into her. So if you like a waifu that pounces, then Kanna is definitely your choice as you watch her go grr as well as raw within the game of Guardian Tales itself. That's it for this video. Do let me know what you think about Kanna and whether or not you'll invest in her. Thank you very much for watching, and do remember to like and subscribe to see more contents from this channel, and do take a look at Zibo Gaming's membership page for the perks of a member and to support the channel financially in the long run. I'll see you guys again in my next video. Bye guys!